is a special and hateful place these two schools have for each other in their hearts. From Jake Browning's point or Kenny Wheaton running back to score, this game has had plenty of moments, and maybe we'll get another classic in this one. On the banks of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Washington Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
I caught up with the Ducks head coach before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a short gain. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season, and these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Third and long coming up. Throwing, Williams. It's complete to the right. Spins away from one. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some...
Makes the grab in their space. The tag! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Husky! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
From deep, it's Bear. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
Zings it complete to the right. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Rush is on. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Looking for more room. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, Dave?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams makes the grab on the back. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Trying to run, it's Washington. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Play fake, Williams. Still looking to his right. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, they try to fake left and go bootleg right, and really nothing happening on that one. That doesn't mean they have to shelve that play, though. There's some window dressing you can add to that. Maybe get a tight end out in the flat, maybe a receiver working an out-breaking route for you on the boundary. Give the quarterback somewhere to go with it if the defense is expecting him to keep the football running.
It's 3rd and 5. Pulls it. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. Quarterback changing the play. They'll go with Washington. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And that's a nice run by the running back. And I tell you what, man, these rivalry games, a lot of times they're decided by who can run the football, who can exert their will, be more physical, because there's so much emotion that goes into it. And going back to last year, like this game was so close, so tight. So what's going to be the difference? A lot of times, man, it's the physicality and the run game.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Williams to throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Play action with Williams. He wants to go deep. Pulls in the deep ball. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Here's a give to Washington. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Williams turns it upfield. There he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Washington! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Deep in the end zone, it's Bear. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. The run to the left. Got the first down. On the move is the 30. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Moore with the play fake. Moves to his right. Trying to make magic. He's got it down the field. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. There are penalties you sort of forget about, and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. So that'll cost them a down, 2nd and long after the illegal forward pass. Dante Moore, they're all over it. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And defensive coaches talk about it all the time. Winning first down. And what that does for a defense, they win first down, they force 2nd and long, they're ready for it. Nice job rushing the passer, getting the sack, and now putting them in an even more predictable situation, 3rd and forever. Great job by this defense.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Hauls it in. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
And the Ducks line up to punt it away. He's going to have to strike this ball well in the face of this howling wind. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And they'll just down it right there.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They unleashed an aerial assault last time. It took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Williams. Caught in the backfield. It's Washington. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Williams. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
Lets it fly. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Moore to the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured Duck. And this could have a huge impact. Their Heisman Trophy candidate quarterback down this late in the season. You just have to hope it's not serious. Here's Raiola to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Just had to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola on third down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Washington. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't like each other. A lot of animosity. The coaches don't like each other. The players don't like each other. This is going to be a great ball game.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Burrowing for yardage. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got enough for the first down. At the 35, he's got room. Off and running. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. You know they love their track at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Washington right back to the line. Here's Williams to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. This offense has it with really good field position. Moore will throw. Flips it out in the flat. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the Auburn Tigers. And it's the Crimson Tide in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Moore throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Moore. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Sets his feet. It's Raiola. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. And
that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play, but if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Hand it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I can imagine at half, this defense was like, all right, we've got to stop the running game. He's gotten too many yards. What do they do on the first drive now? They give him the football, and he makes another big gain. This defense has to find some answers. They got to wrap him up. They got to get him on the ground. They can't keep getting gashed.
Here's Raiola to throw. They'll run the screen. At the 35, he's open. He's loose. Inside the touchdown Ducks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And when you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back. But look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Trying to establish the run. Got him right there.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for room. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Throwing Raiola. Firing for the end zone. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The play fake, Raiola. Swings it out to the flat. Breaks into the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this.
A shot toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks. The offense cashing it in on that drive. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Williams. Oh, pressure's coming. He sacked this defense all over him.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. He's got it. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Oh, the fake, the up man looking for room. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
I love the aggressive nature by the head coach, trying to reach into the bag of tricks on a fake punt, but the defense was expecting it. And we've got a change of possession.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Under pressure. Back's got it on the screen. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a
big scrap. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Nothing doing. throwing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
I got a feeling the defense kind of knew that was coming. Stacked the line of scrimmage, got good penetration. Quarterback had absolutely nowhere to go. No push, no forward momentum. Ugh, no bueno.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, Oregon! And the pummeling has started. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game and give him 16 on the year. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Husky's offense out there and ready to go. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Throwing, Williams takes his shot. Left side is Washington. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Williams looking for a man. Misses badly on that one.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Setting up the screen. There he goes. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Offense in a bunch formation. Laterals it back. Here comes the heat. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on first down and couldn't pull it off. 2nd and 10 here. Here's Raiola to throw. Pulls it in. It's Moore. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Stepping to the right. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets the first down. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. And the Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Gain of 25 on the play. 1st and goal, Oregon.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Here's Raiola to throw. Look out! They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And I tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it, and obviously it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here and try to make up for it.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Ducks! That might be the proverbial 4th quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Williams. Out wide left, it's Washington. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The Huskies are moving quickly down the field. Williams will pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. They need a huge play on 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
Here's Williams to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away.
On to kick it away.
Fields the punt. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These
snags it, and there's running room. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. The Ducks will hustle to the line.
That's a 1st down.
Booster. Go.
Throwing Raiola. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that's a really good response by this defense, man. You don't get too down on yourself. You don't beat yourself up. You line up, you play the next play. Nice job getting in the backfield. Now, going on the offensive, getting them in 2nd and long, a pretty predictable situation.
Caught. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Got his man downfield. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a 1st down in the red zone.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Booster.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness. You just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with.
And it's picked off at the goal line. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Washington. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
Finds the tight end. Open space. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. Williams on the play fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Williams rushes on. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Motion from the back. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Play action with Raiola. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
Raiola. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
Tight end now in motion. Moves the pocket. It's Raiola. He lobs one high down the left side. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Play fake, Williams. They're all over him. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Left side is Ship, and he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the...
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Here's Raiola to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Leaping grab for a big gain. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40.
Red 54, red 54. Ready, go.
Throwing, Williams. Rolls right. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that pass will be incomplete, and time has run out on this game. So Oregon gets the victory in its blood feud against Washington, and you best believe this one is going to stick with the men in purple for quite a while. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm